Hello, and welcome to a video session where we showcase SAP Business ByDesign, the cloud-based integrated ERP and CRM solution from SAP. In this video, we will walk through the creation of a monthly VAT report for Latvia. The application shown here is part of the Latvian localization package for SAP Business ByDesign provided by Altus Intelligence. So let's start. To create a VAT report, we'll be using an application that is installed on your PC. It is typically the accountant who will be using it. The application talks to your SAP Business ByDesign system in the cloud, and it is specifically built for the purpose of creating the VAT report for you in a few simple steps. Let's start by clicking New Statement. Then let's select the company and the calendar month. And then let's click Create. What we get now is a blank statement that will be completed with data. And to do that, we will use the functions available under the Prepare button. Now there is an option to simply create everything in one go, but we will do it step by step so that I have a chance to briefly comment on the details. Step 1 is getting the transactions from SAP. As I do it, the application connects to your ByDesign system in the cloud and downloads all the transactions that might be subject to VAT reporting, the purchases, the sales, and the expense reports. So now you have the list of all the transactions loaded. And then step 2, Apply Setup, will classify all the transactions according to the tax codes used for those transactions when they were posted, and determines where they should go in the report, which lines, which appendices, and whether they should be grouped in the final report. This is supported by the means of setup, a setup present in the application, and the standard setup is provided out of the box. You can customize that if needed, really depending on the types of transactions that your business does. So you can have standard out-of-the-box setup for simple trade or service business, but it can also get rather complicated, as you can do imports, customs, re-exports, reverse charge VAT for domestic transactions like for construction services or electronics. You could also do European one-stop shop reporting for e-commerce or even VAT proportion schema. And moving forward, step 3 is to process clearings. As you may know, in Latvia, it is also supplier and customer prepayments that are subject to input and output VAT respectively. So these need some special treatment for being reported properly. Basically, this is handled automatically, and the application analyzes the prepayments and related tax invoices and adjusts accordingly. Then step 4 will actually generate the statement and all the appendices. You can review the result in the tabs now. VAT statement rows represent the final statement, and then there are also 4 appendices generated: the domestic purchases, the European purchases, domestic sales, and European sales. A thing to note in Appendix 1.2 is that there is a requirement to additionally show the amounts in partner's country currency, no matter what the actual transaction currency was. For example, if you have purchased something from a partner in Sweden, it means that here there must be amounts shown in Swedish krona, even if the purchase was in euro, like in this example. This extra currency conversion is done automatically as well. At this point, it is important that you review everything. Scroll through the appendices and make sure that nothing seems to be missing, like partner VAT numbers, for example. It is also a good idea to reconcile the bottom line of the statement with the general ledger tax accounts in SAP to make sure the amounts match. A nice thing here is that you can also do manual adjustments, like entering the missing pieces of information without going back to ByDesign and reversing and reposting the transactions just to fix the VAT statement. That is not to say the master data shouldn't be fixed in SAP for the next transactions, but having this manual correction ability just makes things much more simple. In the Statement tab, You can even adjust the amounts in rows, and the totals will be recalculated for you. Finally, step 5 will perform the transaction grouping in appendices, so that transactions above 150 euros will remain to be reported individually, while the rest will be grouped together or by partner. Okay, and now that you have your statement ready, the final step is to export the statement to a file in the XML format, which is ready for you to upload to the tax authority system called EDS. This concludes our session on creating the Latvian VAT report. Hope you have found it useful, and be sure to contact us if you have any inquiries regarding this solution or SAP Business ByDesign in general. Thank you.